Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Talk with Evelyn and Michael. I am Evelyn, and I am so happy you are joining us today.
And I am Michael. It is great to be here. Today, we have a very special topic. It is one that confuses so many of our listeners.
Oh, yes, it is the big trio, the three B words: be, been, and being. They sound similar, they look similar, but they work very differently.
That is true, Evelyn. I remember when I was first learning grammar rules in school, these three always tricked me. So today, we are going to fix that. We are going to make it easy.
Exactly, Michael. We want to help you speak English naturally. We will not use boring textbook rules today. We will just talk and use examples from daily life. So, let's start with the smallest one, the word be. B-E.
Just be. It sounds simple, but how do we actually use it in a sentence?
Well, usually we use be after other little helper words, words like will or can or should. For example, I can say, I will be there.
Ah, I see. So it is about the future, like if I invite you to a party.
Yes, if you invite me to a party, I would say, Michael, do not worry, I will be there. Or maybe I might say, I want to be early.
You? Early? Evelyn, you are never early. You will likely be late.
Hey, that is not fair. But you used the grammar perfectly. You said, you will likely be late. You see, listeners, we put the word be after the word will.
Right. So we can say it will be fun, or it could be interesting, or even it should be easy.
Exactly. We also use be when we tell people what to do, like an instruction. For example, Michael, please be quiet.
Oh, okay. I will be quiet. Like this?
No, you do not actually have to whisper. I was just giving an example. We use it to describe a state. Be careful, be happy, be kind.
I like that. Be kind. That's a good motto for life. So, be is the base form. It's the simple version. But what happens when we add ing? What happens when it becomes being?
Being. B-E-I-N-G. This one is interesting. It usually means something is happening right now, or someone is acting in a certain way right now.
Can you give me a real-life example?
Sure. Imagine a child. Usually, this child is very well behaved. He's a good boy. But today, he is crying and throwing his toys.
Oh no, that sounds stressful.
It is. So I would say he is being naughty. I use being because it is happening right now. It's a temporary behavior.
Wait, what if I just say he is naughty, without the word being?
If you say he is naughty, it means that's his personality. It means he is naughty all the time. But if you say he is being naughty, it means he is just acting that way right now.
That is a big difference. So if I say to you, Evelyn, you are being funny, it means just right now.
Yes, it means I am telling a joke right now. But if you say, Evelyn, you are funny, it means I am a funny person in general.
Okay, I think you are funny in general, but right now you are being very helpful.
Thank you, Michael. Listeners, did you hear that? He said, you are being helpful. That is a perfect use of being. We also use being in the passive voice.
Passive voice? That sounds complicated. Can we make it simple?
Of course. Imagine you are at a coffee shop. You order a latte, you are waiting at the counter, you look at the barista, and he is making your coffee right now.
Okay, I can see it. The steam is coming out of the machine.
Exactly. So you can say, my coffee is being made.
My coffee is being made. Ah, I get it. It's happening to the coffee.
Yes, the action is happening right now. If your car is in the repair shop, you can say, my car is being fixed.
Okay, that is very useful because sometimes I don't know who is fixing it, I just know it is being fixed.
Exactly. That's why we use it. So we have be, which is simple, and being, which is for right now. Now we have the third one, the tricky one, been. B-E-A-N.
Oh, bin. This one is hard because of the pronunciation, too. In American English, it sounds like the vegetable, a bean, but sometimes it sounds like the name, Ben.
That is true. In fast speech, I usually say been, like I have been there. But for learning, let's pronounce it clearly. Been. We use this word with the helper verb have or has.
Have been or has been.
Correct. We use this to talk about experiences in the past, life experiences. For example, Michael, have you ever visited Paris?
No, I wish. But I have visited London.
Perfect. You can say, I have been to London.
I have been to London. So been acts like the word go or visit?
Yes, but it means you went there and you came back. You are not there anymore. You have the memory. I have been to London.
What if I say I have gone to London?
If you say, I have gone to London, it means you are still in London. You are not here recording the podcast with me.
Oh, wow. That is a mistake I do not want to make. So if I'm standing here talking to you, I must use been. I have been to the store.
Yes, that means you went to the store and now you are back. So listeners, repeat after me. I have been to the store.
Give them a moment, Evelyn. Let them practice.
Mm-mm-mm.
Good job. Now, Evelyn, there's another way we use been. We use it to talk about time, like how long something has happened.
Yes, this is very common. We often use it with words like for or since. Michael, how long have we been friends?
A long time. I think we have been friends for 5 years.
5 years. Wow. Listen to that sentence. We have been friends for 5 years. It started in the past, and it is still true today. We are still friends.
I hope so. So, if I'm waiting for the bus and it's late, I can look at my watch and say, I have been waiting for 20 minutes.
Yes, that is excellent. You combined them. You used been and waiting. I have been waiting. This is called the present perfect continuous, but names do not matter. The feeling matters.
I like that. Focus on the feeling. The feeling is I started waiting 20 minutes ago and I'm still waiting now.
Exactly. It connects the past to the present. So let's compare being and been because they sound similar.
Okay, being, B-E-I-N-G, and ben, B-E-E-N.
Being is usually about right now, a temporary behavior or action. I am being careful. My car is being fixed.
Got it. And ben?
Ben is about the past up until now, an experience or duration. I have been to Rome. I have been working all day.
Let's try a quiz. I'll give you a situation and you tell me which one to use. Okay, Evelyn?
I am ready. And listeners, you try to guess too before I answer.
Okay, imagine you're sick. You started feeling sick on Monday. Today is Wednesday and you're still sick. What do you say?
Started in the past, continues to now. I would use been. I have been sick since Monday.
Correct, because if you just say, I'm sick, it's true, but it doesn't tell us about the time duration.
Right. If I want to emphasize the time, I must use been. I have been sick since Monday. Okay, Michael, your turn.
I'm ready.
Imagine someone is acting really strange. They are usually quiet, but today they are shouting and dancing on the table.
That's a funny image. Okay, it's happening right now. It's a temporary behavior, so I use being. I would say, he's being crazy.
Perfect. He's being crazy. Not he has been crazy, just he's being crazy right now.
You know, Evelyn, I think the hardest part for our listeners is pronunciation. When we speak fast, been sounds short.
Yes, listen closely. I have been working. It sounds like been, B-I-N. I have been working. But being has two sounds, be-ing, being.
I have been working. I am being difficult. Yes, I can hear the difference. Being is longer. It has that y sound in the middle. Be-ye-ying.
Exactly. So if you are not sure, try to pronounce it slowly. Listeners, let's practice. Repeat after me. Being, being. And now the other one. Been. Make it short. Been. Great job, everyone. Now, let's talk about feelings. We can use these words to talk about our emotions, too.
How so?
Well, imagine you feel a little bit neglected. Maybe your friend is not calling you. You can say, I feel like I am being ignored.
Oh, that is a sad sentence. I feel like I am being ignored. So, right now, people are ignoring you.
Yes, it is passive. I am being ignored. But if the situation changes and your friend finally calls you, you might tell them, I have been worried.
Ah, because you were worried in the past until the phone rang. I have been worried.
Yes, these words help us tell the story of our feelings. Let's do a little role play, Michael, to show how these words mix together in a real conversation.
I love role plays. Where are we?
We're at work. I am your boss, and you are late.
Oh no, I hate being late. Okay, I'm ready.
Michael, come in. Please sit down.
Hi, Evelyn. Sorry, I know I'm being a bit slow today.
You are being slow? Michael, you have been late 3 times this week.
I know. I have been having car trouble. My car is being repaired right now.
Well, it has been a problem for the team. We have been waiting for your reports all morning.
I promise I will be faster tomorrow. I will be here on time.
And cut. That was great, Michael. Did you hear how many times we used the words?
I did. It felt very natural, though. I said, I'm being slow. That was my behavior right now.
Yes, and I said, you have been late. That was your history this week. Then you said, my car is being repaired. Passive action right now.
And then you scolded me. You said, it has been a problem.
I had to be a tough boss. And finally, you used the future. You said, I will be here.
I'm glad I don't actually have car trouble. But that example really shows how they all fit together. It's not just one or the other. We switch between them constantly.
We do. Let's talk about another common structure, the phrase have been being.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Have been being? All three together? Is that even possible?
It sounds crazy, right? But it is grammatically correct. It's very rare, but we use it.
Give me an example. My brain is hurting.
Okay. Imagine a celebrity, someone very famous. Everywhere they go, people take photos.
Okay, flashbulbs popping everywhere.
So the celebrity might say, I have been being followed all day.
I have been being followed. Wow. So have been connects the past to now, and being shows the passive action of following.
Yes, it emphasizes that the action has been continuous and it's happening to them. I have been being followed, or the children have been being noisy.
The children have been being noisy. That sounds a bit formal, or maybe a bit British.
It is a bit uncommon. Usually we would just say, the children have been noisy, but if you want to emphasize the behavior, you can add being. The children have been being very helpful lately.
Okay, so learners, if that one is too hard, don't worry. You can just skip it for now. Stick to the basics.
Absolutely. The basics are the most important. Let's go back to be, the simple one. We missed one important use, modal verbs.
Modal verbs. You mean words like could, would, should?
Yes, this is where be is very useful for giving advice. Michael, if someone wants to learn English, what advice do you give?
I would say you should be patient.
Yes, you should be patient. We don't say you should are patient or you should is patient. Never. After should, it's always be.
That makes it easy. So you must be tired, you could be right, you might be hungry.
Exactly. It never changes. It's always just be. That's the nice thing about English grammar. Sometimes there's a rule that never breaks.
Unlike the spelling rules, which break all the time.
That's true. But with modal verbs, always use be. Now, let's look at a question form. How do we ask questions with these words?
Questions are hard. Let's start with being. How do I ask a question with being?
Usually, you're asking about someone's behavior, so you switch the order. Instead of, you are being silly, you ask, are you being silly?
Are you being serious? Are you being sarcastic?
Yes, you are asking if they are doing that right now. Listen to the difference. Are you serious? Versus, are you being serious?
Are you serious means generally. Is that your personality? Are you being serious means, are you joking right now?
Correct. Now, what about questions with been? This is very common for travel.
Oh, I know this one. Have you been to Spain?
Yes, have you been? We switch the subject and the helper verb. Have you been? Not, did you been? Never say, did you been?
Did you been sounds very wrong.
It is wrong because been is a perfect tense. It needs have. Have you been waiting long? Has she been working here long?
What about questions with be, like the future?
Will you be at the party? Will you be free tomorrow?
Will you be free tomorrow? That is a great phrase for making plans. Listeners, write that down. Will you be free?
It is very polite. Okay, let's take a little break from the rules and just chat. Michael, describe your morning using these words. I will count how many you use.
Oh, pressure is on. Okay. Well, this morning, I tried to be productive.
1. Be.
But my dog was being very annoying. He wanted to go outside.
2. Being.
So I took him for a walk. We have been walking to the park every morning lately.
3. Have been.
It should be easier tomorrow because my wife will walk him.
4. Should be.
And now I am happy to be here with you.
Clapping. 5. You used 5 perfectly in just a few sentences. That shows how common these words are. You cannot speak English without them.
It is natural once you practice. I think the key is do not overthink it. Just listen to the rhythm.
The rhythm helps. Let's practice that rhythm with some sentence completion. I will start a sentence, and Michael, you finish it using be, been, or being. And listeners, you try to finish it too.
Let's do it.
Okay, number 1. I am sorry, I have blank. Busy.
I have been busy.
Correct, because you have the helper word have. I have been busy. Number 2. Stop blank so loud.
Stop being so loud.
Yes, because it is an action right now. Stop being so loud. Number 3. Don't worry, it will blank. Okay.
It will be okay.
Perfect. After will, use be. Number 4. The house is blank, painted.
The house is being painted.
Yes, passive voice. It is happening now. Number 5. Where have you blank?
Where have you been?
Exactly. Where did you go and come back from? Where have you been?
I think I got 5 out of 5. How did you do, listeners?
I'm sure they did great. Even if you made a mistake, that's how we learn. Just remember the simple triggers. Will goes with be. Have goes with been. Is or are often goes with being if it is an action.
That is a good summary. Will be, have been, is being.
Adding, let's talk about a specific phrase that confuses people. The phrase is has been versus had been.
Oh, the past perfect. Had been. H-A-D. When do we use that?
We use had been when we are talking about the past and we look even further back into the past. It's like a double past.
Double past. Give me a story.
Okay, imagine you arrived at the train station yesterday at 5 p.m. That's the past. But the train had already left at 4 p.m.
Ah, so the train had been sitting there, but then it left.
Close. Or maybe you were tired because you had been working all day.
Okay, so I was tired yesterday, that's past, but the working happened before the tiredness, so I had been working.
Yes. Compare it to now. I'm tired because I have been working. That's now. I was tired because I had been working. That's past.
I see the pattern. Have matches with am, had matches with was, present with present, past with past.
You cracked the code, Michael. That's exactly it. If the story starts in the present, use have been. If the story starts in the past, use had been.
That rule makes it much easier. I always worried about which one to pick.
Friendly, most of the time in daily conversation, we use have been more, because usually we are talking about our current situation.
Curious. What about contractions? We usually shorten these words, right?
Oh, yes, this is vital for listening. Native speakers rarely say, I have been. We say, I've been.
I've been. It sounds like I've been. I've been waiting.
Yes, and for she has been, we say she's been.
Wait, she's? Does that mean she is or she has?
It can mean both. That is the trick. If I say she's happy, it means she is. If I say she's been happy, it means she has.
The word been gives it away. If you hear been, the S stands for has. She's been. He's been. It's been.
Exactly. It's been a long day. That means it has been a long day.
It's been good talking to you. It has been. Okay, that is a great listening tip. Look for the been.
Now, let's do a deep dive into adjectives. Adjectives are describing words. Some adjectives work with be, and some work with being.
I didn't know there was a restriction.
Well, mostly it is about temporary versus permanent. For example, tall. You cannot say he is being tall.
No, unless he's standing on a box?
Even then, it sounds weird. Tall is a state, so we just say he is tall or he will be tall. But words like rude, kind, silly, careful, patient, these are behaviors.
So he is being rude, she is being kind, they are being careful.
Yes, these work great with being, but colors? No. You cannot say the sky is being blue.
The sky is being very blue today. No, that sounds wrong. Just the sky is blue.
So, listeners, ask yourself, is this a choice? Can the person choose to stop doing it? If yes, you can probably use being. Can you stop being rude? Yes. Can you stop being tall? No.
That is such a simple test. The choice test. Can you stop it? If yes, use being.
There are exceptions because English always has exceptions, but as a general rule, it works well.
What about the word human? Can I say, I am being human?
Ooh, that is poetic. Usually we say, I am human, but if you make a mistake and you want forgiveness, you might say, I am just being human. It means I am acting like a human with flaws.
That is nice. It emphasizes the behavior of making mistakes. I am just being human.
We are all just being human here, and we are all learning. Michael, do you feel more confident with be, been, and being now?
I really do. Breaking it down into future and state for be, action and process for being, and past experience for been makes it much clearer.
I am so glad. Before we go, let's give our listeners a little homework challenge.
Homework? But this is YouTube.
Fun homework. I want you to write 3 sentences in the comments. One with be, one with being, and one with been.
Tell us about your day. I will be going to the gym. I am being lazy. I have been watching this video.
Exactly. Use real examples from your life. We will read them and give you a heart.
And if you're still confused, do not worry. Just listen to this episode again. Sometimes you just need to hear it a few times for it to click.
Repetition is key. You have been listening to Talk with Evelyn and Michael.
And we will be back soon with another lesson.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us. Remember, keep practicing, keep speaking, and just be yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.